notion of when anything happens is first thing. Basically, even for Niger servers, we always talk, and I would believe say money is the root of all evil. Now, it's just that general belief that once you have money, you are going to hell, and then if you get money, if you have get money, they go hellfire. If you don't get money, they serve God and everything. So look at it now. How many poor people do we have? So everybody has that perception that once you have money, you're of the devil. So a very small thing now, they will just see you in their light. See the mindset.
Magnificent.
All right, what up, gang? What up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of Team Talks. As usual, today we're going to be today we're actually not going to be reacting to a particular video, but this is a very hot, I think, a hot trending topic, and we're going to have discussions around that topic, and we'll see what you guys think. So, in the build up to the 2023 general elections, we've been seeing a lot of activity, right? A flurry of activities, especially amongst celebrities or influencers or entertainers in the country. So all of these guys have voiced their opinions on what they think people should do or shouldn't do. Some of them have been bold enough to actually identify their preferred candidates, and in a lot of cases, some of them just identify the general problems that we have and have tried to encourage people to go vote, right? So this is a normal thing would happen based on say election matter don't come up, right? So now, coincidentally, I don't know what thing make the matter come become so big for the country, but so a few days ago, I think there was a run-in between Seun Kuti and Peter of P Square, right? So apparently Seun Kuti had gone for an interview where he expressed the opinion that he didn't think Peter Obi was going to be able to solve the problems of Nigeria, right? And as a result of that, Peter decided to respond to him, and it all degenerated into a whole slander campaign where Peter insinuated that if not for Fela Kuti, which we all know and love, that nobody would know who Seun Kuti was. So that's where all of this stems from, right? Now, in reacting to that, we all know MC Oluomo is the former chairman of National Union of Road Transport Workers, who is currently the head of some other body. I can't remember exactly what the name is, but very popular actor in Nigerian political space. In fact, INEC recently just announced that they're still going to have to work with these organizations to be able to move logistics around the country during the during the elections. But yeah, that's besides the point. Anyways, so his son decided to respond, or he decided to chip in into that conversation, and he expressed something that is actually I'll give you different other examples, but let me tell you exactly what he said first. So in responding to Peter's comment that nobody would know Seun if not for his father, Fela Kuti, MC Olomo's son said, why is it that a lot of times when Nigerians whose fathers were nothing, have problems with people whose fathers are somebody, there's always a tendency for them to say, if not for your father, you'll be nothing. And then he went on to ask, I guess, a rhetorical question. And the question was, who asked your fathers not to be serious about their lives?
Oh boy.
So that's the issue on ground right now. So the reaction we're going to do is to actually try and see. So let me give you the other examples that we've had, right? Okay. So in the past, obviously, we know of someone like DJ Copy, whose father is Otedola, right? Very successful guy. Everybody knows and loves him, I suppose. But the point I'm trying to make is like the general comment that you always see around, our social media posts is always people asking, people saying, if nobody say you Otedola picking.
If I don't make her.
If you don't make her, I feel like a lot of people have been very unfair to her, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Because anything where anybody wants to do, now their choice, you understand, right? Obviously, right now she's a very, very successful DJ. She's been at a lot of big events. She has her own, rooftop party or something that she organizes. She's big. She's worked with Pepsi. She's worked with like a lot of very big guys. Now the question is, did she get there as a result of hard work, or did she get there as a result of her father's influence? Now I know her father is not an entertainer, So I no go assume say Naim the press play for entertainment industry. You feel me? There's also a lot of people that used to criticize the video initially when it started,
Till
saying,
dates, man.
even till date, right? Say if not because of his father, if he no succeed for music,
Mm-hmm.
and all those different things. So I guess the topic is should we criticize people whose
Mm-hmm.
fathers are rich?
Okay.
Is it a
Yeah.
crime for your father to
Start to
have
look.
money? Let me
Right.
just put it that way.
Right.
So that problem if your papa get money for Nigeria. Why are we so mad at people whose fathers are successful? And does that mean that your father was not serious with his life as a
You see,
result of
yeah.
as a
That's
result
my
of
problem.
as a result of not making it,
That's my problem with this whole thing, man. Why? So because someone that does not have money, you say he wasn't serious with his life, bruh. People when they break rock,
Mhm.
them hard work pass now,
Mhm.
but they don't get money.
No,
Now
how
they break, now they break rock. See, the thing is, I absolutely do not have a guy. If your father has money, your father has influence, guy, you use it to your advantage now.
Mhm.
Everybody has criticized the video. He's it's because of the guy. Bruh, if the video no good,
Mhm.
if I no make am reach where he dey.
Mhm.
It's a fact. You
Mhm.
get me? Like people they will try am now. Yeah, they have all the money, everything, but you're not going to make it. The video has worked hard. The music makes sense. He put in the work. The same thing with DJ Copy, like you said. She put in the work and all of that. Fine. If something they will go aid and come up, it's
Mhm.
perfectly fine.
Mhm.
So this whole notion of when anything happens is first thing. Basically, even for Niger servers, we always talk, and I would believe, say, money is the root of all evil now. It's just that general belief that once you have money, you are going to hell. And then if you get money, if you have get money, they go hellfire. If you don't get money, they serve God and everything. So look at it now. How many poor people do we have? So everybody has that perception that once you have money, you're of the devil. So
Mhm.
very small thing now, they will just see you in that light. See the mindset where they come. So the only problem I have with what this guy said is the fact that your father know they serious with in life. Now why you don't make money? Yeah, that's the thing because guy, people they work in hard, they work
Mhm.
hard, they put in the work and everything, and still
Mhm.
you don't get the money. Yeah, if God bless you now, your
Mhm.
money will go up and all of that. Yeah. So,
Right.
but ordinarily, like, it's absolutely wrong,
Mhm.
for you to say it's because of your dad. Yeah, it's because of my dad. I agree. My dad, Papa get money, I go enjoy it.
Mhm.
Quite okay. And whatever influence his name or his money is going to have to help me go to wherever level I want to go to, definitely
Mhm.
I'm going to use it.
Mhm.
And I understand where the guy come. I even vex. Because he get where he go vex with. I thought, yeah, now make your papa to go get the money now. You get, but to just say that because they know they're serious with their lives. I don't know. I don't know the angle where he may come from, but
Mhm. You know, Nigerians are very hypocritical people, man.
mm-hmm.
If you ask me personally, this is my opinion on this whole subject matter. There's nothing wrong with coming from a rich family.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with it coming from a rich family. But now, this is not the part where Nigerians they always be hypocritical. We're quick to jump, and criticize all these people whose parents are, allegedly successful,
Mm-hmm.
right? And say, now because your mama get money, now I this, that. All right, cool. But we all have that one rich, wicked uncle when they ever dash person money, right? Right? Nigerians are like that. If you just get one uncle, in fact, this guy, if you not even be your direct blood relative, you know how it is in Nigeria. Everybody will you just, I don't know, if you just from your village,
That's it.
or if you
They're
just
your uncle.
if you just live una if you just be neighbor for long or
That's
something,
it.
yeah, you don't turn your uncle with that. And we have this, I mean, everybody has. I mean, for those of us like, I'm sure you've dealt with this. Everybody we don't, what I know with the outside, with the diaspora, we've all dealt with this issue. It's like this entitlement that Nigerians have. Once you
Yeah.
sabi anybody, we get $1, $2.
That's it.
That's
You
it.
expect say
You
you
have
supposed
a
get
certain
50 cents from
expectation.
inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You expect to get something out of that. Every time person will call you. If your phone ring, you know how it be. You
Yes.
get calls where you say once your
You
phone
just
ring,
avoid themselves.
you all know say no, not taxing.
Billing.
Yeah, billing, sure. You feel. So we have this entitled, mindset, but then we're quick to criticize people who are now taking advantage of that entitlement.
You get now.
You understand?
Yeah.
Assuming that waiting the only recipe be for success be that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, a lot of people don't try this thing now.
Mm-hmm.
You might come from a rich family, you might come from a successful family, and you would decide to go try something. It's just like
You fail.
people they play ball,
Yeah,
for
of course.
example. Now,
Yeah.
how many of them don't produce children who successfully, play the ball?
Mm-hmm.
You can count them. There's a
Yeah.
few of them,
Yeah.
but obviously, or you watch the NBA, like a lot of
Yeah,
NBA guys,
and the
their
father get the
kids,
money,
the father get
don't
the
play the
money,
ball,
don't
get
play
the
the
influence,
game, get the
everything, and
connect,
still,
get
if you don't
everything, and
have it,
still,
you
if you
just
don't
can't
have it,
make
you
it.
ain't got it, bro. Like if
Yeah.
you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Period. But like, you really need to have the talent. You really
Mm-hmm.
need to be able to bring something to the table other than your father's name
True.
for you to be able to succeed.
Yeah.
So I don't feel necessarily tell you say the vex for people who say their papa get money for the country,
Nah.
right? You don't feel the vex for them. But then on the other hand, when you say that, okay, when the guy makes a comment like, okay,
See,
who else if I not to be
not to be
serious with this
serious.
life, right?
No, that
Now,
one rugged.
this is not the issue. Obviously, like you said, it might just be a statement that he made, in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
In just the react to the many trolls. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I understand how uncomfortable you might be, especially when your father is that well known across the country and everybody gets their own perception as to who he be or what he represent and all that stuff. And all you see every day when you get on the internet is like, be your papa or this one or that one or that one. Like it's frustrating.
Yeah.
You understand? But then again, Nigeria to me is one of the easiest countries in the world to make money.
Okay.
In the world, I believe there's this guy, one real estate guy. I can't remember his name right now. Why did they watch? He's tried to do real estate in about 5 different countries, and it's easier to make money in Nigeria. Now, if we go back to, let's say, because all the major actors who we get today for Nigeria, most of them were raised in the 70s or in the 60s, 70s, and 80s at the very least, right? So at that time, if you ask me personally, it was very easy to make it in Nigeria.
Okay.
Like in a major way.
Mm-hmm.
For example, that year, before this which year they bring NYSC? I think it was 80 something, 83 or so, thereabout. I can't remember the exact year. But yeah, thereabout around that period. Now they bring NYSC come. Now, in that period, was it? Yeah, but no, not 80. Yeah,
now go on bring
83.
NYC come. So when was
No.
not 83. Hey, 7 something. Go
Well,
on,
around,
yeah. Now go on bring NYC come now.
No. We'll
go on with one Nigeria.
Okay, now go on bring that scheme.
I don't forget it. 7 something. Anyways, yeah. I'll go on bring NYC come. 7 something.
Yeah, well, anyways. Yeah. So before the NYSC, if you graduate university that time, you get job. They give, matter of fact, you don't even need to go university. That time when they do that, 5-4-2-3 or so.
Oh yeah, the system.
Education system.
Yeah.
So you could do up to this thing from 5. Then you could do your this thing higher school 2 years or so. Then you go university for 3 years. And A-levels that time now they do before they go university. So you go finish that one, you could get job. Right. You don't even need get degree. Imagine how many people. See, remember when we've been there faculty? Yeah. Where they begin, where they introduce. Say even nursing. Now, very recently they introduced nursing for Nigeria as a BSc, as a degree course. So imagine that time we say we've been there this thing faculty that year now. We say all those people say they don't get like they be how many years experience? Nurses. Some of them are head of midwifery or whatever for this thing. They come back when they do nursing because that degree alone. They begin earn like doctors. Yeah. So all of them were coming back. People of 58, 60 years old women, they come back that time class to come to write biochem and all those courses with us to get their nursing degree. Yeah. You understand? So it was easier for them to make it that year. A lot of those guys really work for those union banks and all those places. Now, secondary school certificate they used to enter. They don't have any other superior degree. You understand? So it was easier to make it in the country at that time. That time to get federal government scholarship now almost free. Federal government beg people self to go school. Army recruitment, all those guys who eventually become major players for the history of Nigeria. Like, all those things were easy. That time people they go army self, for example, now people know if you pass to enter university. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you should still say no be everybody could go the army. Like those slots, they were still limited now. No, they were not because they didn't even have enough people. But, do you understand? This is not the problem. I'm saying that at that time, it was easier to make money. I get your point, right? It was easy to get positions. Meritocracy was the order of the day because we barely even had the people. It was easier out of the time, so people have been put their head inside. Now, the reason why the whole thing right now can't be plenty pass now because we are getting more and more there. So I get your point. It was rather easier to make money back then, right? Now. This money we will talk about now in what bracket will they call? Because person wey no go school where they bank for instance they work. How much they pay now? So now what bracket of money will they talk about? Because this guy now will make that comment now plenty money they talk. Fela Kuti now plenty money they talk. So what bracket are they really talking about of this money where in they make the statement of say your father know they serious and why no make the money? So here's the thing. I don't know. I'm not sure that I can put what you understand. Amount. No, I understand what you mean. So, but yes, because to make money, even the time we are talking about to make money, that's still again like how much money would they talk about? So in I think in real terms, right? So let's even go by say the American standard today.
Mm-hmm.
What's the 1 percentiles that we have in
People
America?
that
If
make
you
a
earn six,
hundred,
right? Yeah,
yeah,
100, yeah,
100,000,
that
yeah.
about. So if you make over $100,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're in the top echelon of society
Yeah,
by default.
yeah.
Because say all this plenty. If you're talking about like major paper, like say
Mm-hmm.
for example, if you're talking about like billionaire status,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, there's 8 billion people on Earth. There's less than 4,000 people that have ever seen $1 billion in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't ever they valued at that amount. Less
Mm-hmm.
than 4,000 people. The
Right.
whole planet, where everybody included, all the Arabs, all the Americans, all the Chinese, all the everybody put together, less than 4,000 people ever on Earth.
Fine.
So let's even remove that from the equation. But if you want to
We'll
go
come
by
the
the one,
Nigerian
yeah, if you want to go by the one
standard.
percent, yeah, if you want to go by the 1% of the population,
Mm-hmm.
anyone that makes over $100,000 a year
Mm-hmm.
by American standards,
Yeah.
yeah, you're like rich.
Fine.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in a country like Nigeria, if you make
Yeah.
$100,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how Nigeria be,
Mm-hmm.
how many people they pay tax for the country?
Okay.
You know that's deal
No,
with
how
a
many
lot
people
of
they?
the
How many people
issues.
first they make 100,000?
No, that's
in a
the
year?
issue
Yeah.
now. So I'm saying like we're trying to put a number to it,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So if we go by the American standard and we say okay, $100,000,
Mm-hmm.
how much would that for Nigeria today with this
Mm-hmm.
current exchange rate like 70,
So,
80 million,
million, yeah.
right? Thereabout. That would be large paper like that. So it's not really about money. You get? It's not really about the money. The problem I feel like is really about the status, the position, the cloud, the capacity to be able to open doors,
Mm-hmm.
the name,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Now it's in the issue be because Fela was never known to be about money.
Mm-hmm.
All of Fela's legacy is not centered around money. Because now where this topic come from with that,
Yeah.
the issue was Seun Kuti expressing a political opinion,
Yeah.
and Peter Okoye saying that his father was a nobody, and the only reason anybody would even give Seun
Me,
the
I
time
don't
of the
even,
day.
I don't even
na
understand why
say
that even come up. Sir.
exactly,
Like, and it make my
so
opinion.
and
If you feel Peter
you
Obi is
can
the best
agree or
candidate for it,
disagree.
just
Right,
tell
go
me this
ahead.
is the reason
But you
why. You know,
cannot
they
tell me
tell
that
me
because
and
my
then
father is Fela Anikulapo
you
Kuti, that
understand.
I don't have the right to
I
give
don't
a
even
valid
know why. So
political
that's what I'm
opinion.
saying. Like,
So
ordinarily, I for vex for the fact that the guy say your
Mm.
father know this serious not to make money.
uh-huh.
But on the other side, I dey understand again why probably maybe I just outburst when TikToker because Shehu make points, valid points
Mhm.
when he gets as
Mhm.
to why this man will be the
Mhm.
best man for this job.
Right.
If you want to counter the argument, you can come
Mhm.
out and say, okay, fine, that's your opinion. I hear you.
Mhm.
This is the reason why
Yeah.
me I feel.
The guy
Say
begin talk about
they begin
money,
talk about
they live
money,
in
they
the
bring it
trenches,
and all of that.
they don't, and
There
you
was
know
no
the funny
point.
thing, that guy doesn't even know anything
There was
about.
no.
If you're waiting him really
There was
feel
no
with that,
point.
then he doesn't know anything about what he's talking about. But
There
anyways,
was
like
no
I said,
Abi.
everything is all relative. The truth of the matter is here, we're responsible for. I mean, if I have a kid today,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I'm 100% responsible for that child,
Mm-hmm.
and I will do everything in my power to give them any opportunity that they can to make it in life, whatever
Right.
tools they need, whatever doors I can open for them. And again, we always make this misconception, say not only for Nigeria, like status matter only for Nigeria. This
matter
for
everywhere
Nigeria
now.
that who I be, who my papa be. All those
Everywhere.
people they feel say that only for Nigeria. Remember when we had this issue in the US where there were all these A-list celebrities who they pay almost $500,000 in some cases for their children to get into
Harvard,
prestigious
Yeah.
prestigious colleges. This is not a normal thing where they happen anywhere, bruh. The entire global economy is run on the
They
basis
get
of
dinners
who is
too
who.
now.
Yes, now
Just to get
who
those
is who,
favors
who
from
you
people.
know.
Yeah.
You could call favors here. Get somebody into like a great internship, and then that obviously launches him into the right career path, and then he gets a great job. And bro, all these things that happen anywhere. If you can do anything to whether or not to get name, whether or not to get money, whether or not to be relevant, whatever it is that you can do, so that your children tomorrow get one of my favorite MI. I like MI very well. One of my favorite lines from MI. Now what's the name of this song? What's the name of this song? Oh, I don't forget. You get this song. Anyways, for that song, the guy they say that Omo Baba Lowo, all of my children will sing that tomorrow.
Oh,
you understand?
Yeah.
So the same way where they will come out go sing.
If I get money.
Omo.
I don't even really know why he make that comment because he say if I don't get money.
Right.
Him now don't come make money.
So
waiting
tomorrow
happen
now,
to know when the children the person got 10 pikin say if not
Yeah,
for
no
your
be
father
father
waiting
say,
for
wetin
him.
for be,
Meanwhile,
you
pikin
understand?
go don put in the hard work do something for himself.
Right.
So I don't even understand why
That's
he
why
come
I
up
said
with that point.
Nigerians are just hypocritical people. You want to be the guy that says my father was a nobody, right? But you also want to be the guy who says I've made it.
Yeah.
But tomorrow now, when somebody can use that same analogy, take analyze your picking, then you
can't
can't say
this
who
one
asked
now.
your father not to make money. I mean, who asked your father not to be serious with his life?
You know,
So, bruh,
I know, man.
to each his own. But me, don't worry now. They will not hear my name very soon. They will be sing my name for music. Then my children that time will be taxi everybody for who asked your father not to be serious. But yeah, okay. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. As usual, please like, subscribe. Let's get interactive, man. Plus, you guys can even tell us what topics you want us to touch on. If you get any topics you want to know, say, okay, man,
Makes
it's
sense,
hot,
more
it's
reasonable.
trending, and you want to hear our opinion on it, let us know in the comment section.
Right,
And
man.
we'll see you on the next podcast.